Dealing with a tyrannical boss can be challenging and can negatively impact your work environment and overall well-being. Here are a few steps you can take to try to address the situation. 1. Document the behavior. Keep track of specific instances of your boss's tyrannical behavior, including the date, time, and what happened. This can be helpful if you need to escalate the issue or seek outside help. Writing it down. Keep a notebook or document on your computer where you can jot down notes about each instance of your boss's behavior. Include the date, time, and a detailed description of what happened. Using a tracking app, there are several apps available that allow you to track and document incidents of workplace behavior. These apps can be helpful because they allow you to easily access and organize your notes. Saving emails or messages. If your boss's tyrannical behavior is being exhibited through email or other forms of written communication, save these messages for documentation purposes. It's important to be as specific and detailed as possible when documenting your boss's behavior. This will help you to clearly illustrate the problem and may be useful if you need to escalate the issue or seek outside help. Remember to keep your documentation private and secure, as you do not want it to fall into the wrong hands. It may be a good idea to keep a physical copy of your notes in a secure location or to password protect any electronic documents. 2. Communicate with your boss. Try talking to your boss about their behavior and how it is affecting you and your work. Be specific about the behavior that is causing you concern and try to remain calm and respectful. Communicating with your boss about their tyrannical behavior can be challenging, but it is an important step to try to address the issue and improve your work environment. Here are some tips for how to approach this conversation. Plan ahead. Consider what you want to say and how you want to say it. Try to focus on specific instances of your boss's behavior that have been problematic and how they have affected you and your work. Avoid making generalizations or accusations, and try to remain calm and respectful. Choose the right time and place. Pick a time when you and your boss are both able to have a focused and uninterrupted conversation. Avoid trying to have this conversation in a public place or in NT of other colleagues. Practice active listening. Listen carefully to what your boss has to say and try to understand their perspective. Avoid interrupting or getting defensive, and try to maintain eye contact and use open body language. Suggest solutions. In addition to raising your concerns, try to offer constructive suggestions for how the situation could be improved. For example, you could suggest specific ways that your boss could modify their behavior or that you could work together to address the problem. Remember that it is important to remain respectful and professional, even if you are upset or frustrated. If you are unable to have a productive conversation with your boss or if the situation does not improve, you may need to seek support from HR or a higher level of management. 3. Seek support. Talk to a trusted colleague, mentor, or HR representative about the situation. They may be able to offer advice or help you find resources to address the issue. Seeking support can be a helpful way to cope with a tyrannical boss and find ways to address the situation. Here are some tips for seeking support. Choose a trusted confidant. Consider talking to a colleague, mentor, or HR representative with whom you feel comfortable confiding and who you believe will be supportive. Be specific about your concerns. When talking to someone about your boss's behavior, be specific about the incidents that have caused you concern and how they have affected you. This will help the person you are speaking with to better understand the situation and offer more targeted advice. Ask for advice on how to handle the situation and any suggestions the person you are speaking with may have for addressing the issue. Remember to keep any conversations you have with a trusted confidant private and confidential. 4. Take care of yourself. It's important to prioritize your being while dealing with a difficult boss. Make sure to take breaks, engage in activities that help you relax and recharge, and seek support from friends and loved ones. Here are some steps you can take to take care of yourself. Take breaks. Make sure to take regular breaks to step away from work and recharge. This can help you to avoid burnout and maintain your mental and physical health. Engage in activities that help you relax. Find activities that help you to relax and de-stress, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time with friends and loved ones. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist about your experiences and how you are feeling. It can be helpful to have someone to confide in and get support from. Set boundaries. Set limits on how much time you spend working and make sure to take time for yourself and your personal life. Remember that it's okay to prioritize your being and to seek support when needed. It's important to take care of yourself so that you can continue to function effectively at work and in your personal life. 5. Consider your options. If the situation is not improving and is having a significant impact on your well-being or ability to do your job, you may need to consider other options, such as seeking a transfer or finding a new job. If the situation with your tyrannical boss is not improving and is having a significant impact on your well-being or ability to do your job, it may be necessary to consider other options. Here are a few options to consider. Seek a transfer. If you are working for a larger organization, you may be able to request a transfer to a different department or location. This can be a good option if you feel that the problem is specific to your current boss or team and that a change of scenery might be helpful. Talk to HR. If you have tried to address the situation with your boss and have not been able to resolve the issue, you may want to consider talking to HR about your concerns. HR can provide support and may be able to help mediate the situation or suggest other options. Find a new job. If the situation is not improving and is having a significant negative impact on your well-being, you may need to consider finding a new job. This can be a difficult decision, but sometimes it is necessary to protect your well-being and your career. Remember that you have the right to work in a positive and respectful environment. If you are unable to address the situation with your boss or find a resolution through other means, it may be necessary to consider other options. If you have tried the steps I suggested for dealing with a tyrannical boss and the situation is not improving, there are a few additional options you can consider. Escalate the issue. If you have talked to your boss, sought support from colleagues in HR, and have not been able to find a resolution, you may need to escalate the issue to a higher level of management. This can be a difficult step, but it may be necessary if the situation is not improving and is having a significant impact on your well-being or ability to do your job. In some cases, a tyrannical boss may be engaging in behavior that is illegal or violates your rights as an employee. In these situations, you may want to consider seeking legal advice to determine your options. And remember, it's important to remember that you have the right to work in a positive and respectful environment. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Your feedback is important to us. Subscribe to our channel and leave a comment to let us know what you think and stay up to date on all our new content.